Good morning everyone, our application is starting to take shape and look quite nice without even having writing a single line of CSS thanks to these nice styles brought by IONIC. This gives us ideas like composing a rich user interface with an attractive appearance and, as you will see, quite powerful and feature-rich components with little effort. It's true that I explain a lot, but in terms of code, we didn't write that much code and we only worked in HTML. So we have our card with the two separate ion card elements, header and content. Now I also want to have a button to submit my entries here. So underneath ion item, I'm going to insert our ion button. I'm going to add some text to it saying add expenses, and I'm going to duplicate it to get to the delete button, which will be in the first position. So if we reload our application, we can see our two buttons. In fact, they are very visual, but we can give a different look. For example, I want my delete button to have a red color and an underline look, where there is no background color, but only a border and a text color. And I also want to have an icon that signals that it cancels the entry and clears the fields. And on the expense button, I also want an icon with a plus symbol, leaving a style as is. So in the first step, we will take care of the delete button. We can define the file mode with the file attribute. Of course, you can find other more customizable alternatives according to your tastes in the documentation. In this example, I demonstrate a fairly standard style. So I'm going to have file equal outline, and as far as the color is concerned, we're going to put danger, which will be red. And so if we save and reload our application, we get this result. Alright, now we can move on to the icons. So we go back to our documentation and we can navigate directly to our ion icon component, and that will take you to a new page because you could add it to any application. Has a separate package, but the IONIC package that we're importing from the CDN already has it included. So there is no need to do any additional import. So we will insert our ion icon at our ion button in front of the word delete. Now such an icon takes a name attribute, which we will find in our documentation page. So I enter a keyword, I will put delete. Perfect. If I click on this trash box, I will have the code just below that I can copy by clicking on it. So we go back to our code and we paste it in. And now if we take a look at our app, we can see this rendering, which can be further improved a little bit by clearly indicating to the icon where it should be thanks to the slots. So quite simply, in our icon, we can design it a start location indicating slot start. And if we go back to our app, we can see that we have more slots between the icons and the text. It looks like a little cleaner. Now we still need to insert an icon for adding expenses. This is the perfect time for you to try for yourself to insert an icon like our previous button. So I will let you pause the video and practice. Are you successful? First, let's find an icon that matches or add expenses. So I'm going to put add as a keyword, and I'm going to get the code from this one that looks appropriate. So we copy the code next to our text. And we don't forget to insert the slot start. We reload our application and here is the result. So these are standard buttons. Now what about spacing around the buttons and alignment? How can this be done? That's what we'll see in the next video.